is for you to bring it back to the default sizes that were there. So if you click on, if you have dragged it this way but you immediately want it back to a default, just click on the one in the middle, this one that I'm holding on. So can you see it's back to the normal sizes? Click on it, it's back. So now let's check out an italic font. Let me come see my project, recent. If I have any italic font here. So now, yeah, this is what I'm saying. If you leave this text now, these texts are being cut out. Let's see it if they are being cut out. Can you see this? See this side here? You see what I'm saying? If I put this back to default, can you see that the eye has been cut out? So when you use this padding, it gives it spaces that it will allow you to show very well. So that's just it about the padding. And this one is for you to change the color as it's showing here. Change the color. You can change the color to gradient or any color you just like. You can change it to normal color, just white, green, anyone you just prefer. So I don't want it, I want it color. Now coming down here, you get, these are the sliders of the colors that you recently used, and the default ones. The one you recently used doesn't pass this, the black one here. So this color, this pink, white, something like shadow and white green are the recent one I use. And you can also make use of this one down here to give your text different colors, which will make it much interesting. If you do something like this, if you amend this highlight sign here, there is an highlight here. It's not really showing very well because the highlight is blue, whereby the app is also blue, so it's not really showing. But when you get any other Pixellab, it will always be like this. It will always show very well. So if you click on, if you adjust this highlighter right now, okay, I want this icon to have another color, so I'll just click on this green color, and you see that icon now is now in green color, which is looking cool. If you are making an emphasis on a text, you can actually make use of it. So that's just everything about this, and let's move on. Here, texture. This texture works if you want to add a texture. You have a texture you want to use for the text, a default texture that you want to use for the text. Let me use this one. Yeah, so I want to add this. If I click on this, can you see that it's now having a silver, that silver texture, that silver thing that I just added, it's now having it on it. So if I click on this guy here and I do something like this and flip it over, flip it this way, the text will have this color that I selected here. This is that color. Can you see that it is inside the text now? So that's how texture works. You can just use it to add a custom design, maybe a wood or a metallic design. Can you see that this thing is having that metallic form as well? And if you come down here, if you click on this enable, it will maintain the ratio all over the text. It will enlarge the texture into the text very well. Can you see it's now formed very well? And if you click on scale, you'll be able to scale it. Maybe you want it to be much bigger, to clearer, for clearer view, or you want it very tiny. This way you are looking at it very rough. So, and if you don't just want it, you can just delete it here. Click on this delete and it's gone. That's just it. Click on check mark, and that's all about the texture. And opacity, you can use it to reduce the light or darkness of the text. So if you want it light, can you see it's now looking normal dim, and if you want it bright, that's just it. Affect shadow works a way differently, and that will be addressed later on. So if you come to this rotate, it's just the way it sounds. It's just the way it sounds. You can actually use it to rotate, and this to rotate the text and the marks. you can use this to max out anything you want to max. And the maxing is, we just cut it the way something like this. Can you see that one that is saying for real is gone? That for real is gone this way. So this maxing has a lot of way that it can be used, in which if I am to go into it right now, we'll be taking a lot and a lot of our time, which won't be really considerate right now. So let's just get to, that's just the max. And for the font, you've seen me come here several times. This font side, you can use it to change the typography of your text. So if you click on font, you can use it to change the typography of the text the way you want it. Okay, I want my text right now to have this style. I think you can use it to change the style of your font. That's the best way to put it. So I want it to have this one, this style here. Yeah, no, this is not what I want, but that one is cool actually. So let me click on this. Yeah, I come to win. So this is looking what I looking for, you know, what I'm looking for. So yeah, so we have this, that's what the font does. And we have the style here. You can bold, put it to italic font, or underline your text and bold. Let me click on bold as well. And if you don't want all this, you can just click on this side and boom, it's gone. And anywhere you find this part that is being highlighted in this app, that means you can actually customize some certain part of the text to be what you want it to be exactly. So if I adjust it to this for real now, and I click on bold, it will be much bolder. I don't want it that way. And if you click on this I in the middle, it will put it to the slant form, which I don't want as well. I'll cancel it by just clicking on this guy here. So if you click on here, it will underline it, which I don't want as well, and you click on here. And as well, if you click on this font now, let me show you too really quick. Here too, can you see that the text is being highlighted here, this upper side? This is the default font inside the design, and this is my font, which is the font I have imported into the design, and this is recent font that I make use of on the design. So this font under here, you see that I'm right here right now, that's why it's showing this blue line here. If I'm here, this blue line will be under here, and if I'm here, this blue line will be under here. So these fonts here right now, because I'm here, are the default fonts that comes with the app. So let's quickly check it out. Let's check it out. Let me keep scrolling so I'll see how much these fonts are compared to the previous one I'm using. I feel this is just okay. I'm seeing a pattern here related to an app and another version of this Pixellab, which is a total yellow one. This one is blue, that one is yellow, and I feel they have same thing in common the way I'm seeing it here. So this is my own font. In my own font, I'm given the privilege to search, but in default font, I don't have that privilege. So I make use of my own font. You just import your font, and this one too comes in handy because I don't always have every font I need here. There's always choices, trying to find something just to fit what I want to do, and here is just the recent font I make use of. So if you click on recent, the one at the top here is the recent font that I use from this font, and the one here, can you see my font here, is the recent font that I use from my font. So that's just it about the font. And now if you adjust this font, the one here, the reason why we are here, if this highlighted one, if you adjust it, you'll be able to customize some certain parts. I want to change this for real. I can actually change it to another font by just clicking on the font. Let me click on OK. Now can you see that the for real has changed? Now if I click on it again, I still want to adjust the for real, I will have to adjust the highlight again and come to present and just give it another font. Let me just give it this butler black. So it's just for practical sake. So let's move on to curve. Yeah, this curve, just as it sounds, it's just for you to give your text a curve. Can you see? It's bending it over. Yeah, bend. That's all. Just click on check mark and you have it. But I don't want it that way. Preset it at once by just clicking on the one in the middle. It works same way anytime you find it anywhere in the app. So style, you already done this. Background, you can add the background to your text, which I don't normally use. Click on it and it will add the background. You can change the color to the type of color you want. Can you see black? If you undo it, can you see this is it, background to text. I don't really use this, but it might comes in handy for you. And now we have this. You can actually pad it, which this is looking good. And you can do it this way. Okay, you want to highlight probably this section, and let me see, top padding, you can actually cut it to be on the real. Wow, this is another fast tool that you can mix it up. Can you see I'm highlighting that one right now, and now you can bend the angle as well. So can you see that we are already creating something really cool with this? Let me just change the color to something I feel will be very, very okay for it. So click on okay. I think we have to come to this color aspect as well. Let's quickly treat this color aspect as well, really quick. So if you once you click on color, let me just go back again. If you want to change the color, you click on this plus icon, which means to add. Click on this plus icon anywhere you find color section and you want to add a color or change the color to anything, just click on this plus. Click on the plus. Here you have the color panel of any color you want. This color covers you of any color you want. So this place is for the actual color, and this is for the shadow, and this is for the opacity of the color. You want it light, you want it dark, you want it transparent or dark. So that's just how these three panels works. And these two buttons here, this one is for you to pick a color from the design, from all the elements in the design including the background, and this one is for you to insert your color code, the type of color code you want. If you have one, maybe you've probably copied one that you want to use on your design. So if you click on this first one, you'll be able to pick. I want to pick on this purple now. So if I click on this check mark, now you see that the color panels are automatically changed to the purple. Now if I click on the OK, I'll have the purple I selected, and you see that the purple is at the background right now, but I don't want the purple. I'm not going for the purple. So if I come to background, I click on the plus icon again. Now if you click on here, you'll be able to edit the color code. Now let me just write a random color code. Let me see if I will hit a jackpot of a color code. No, I think I've written too much. So I mean, this is 6. So let me just write a random color code, 6 color code. So we have 6. Now can you see I have a green. Click on check mark, and can you see that the green is automatically there? So if I click on it, that's just it. But I don't want green. Plus I want this yellow part of the work. So I click on OK. No, the yellow is not working. I'm going back to purple. Yeah. So we move on. The background, we have the alignment. This one is for you to align your text. if you have various texts, you can use this key here to align it probably to the center, to the left, or to justify it. So you have left alignment, right alignment, and center alignment, which is the most very common alignment in designing. So right alignment here, you have it from left alignment, you have it from left to the right, while right alignment from the right to the left. So that's that about the alignment part. You can use it to align your text. Let me just click on it again, and if I click here, can you see the text are automatically adjusting? Can you see? And if you click on justify, it will justify it properly the way you want it. So click on check mark. Now spacing, this text spacing here, this is to space, is for the space behind, in between your text, and the space in between the words as well. So if you click on it, you can have the letters. Can you see the letters getting spaced? And if you click on words, it will be the words that will be spacing from each other. Probably they are fighting, or you want them to be fighting, so you can just click on the spacing to give them a spacing. And if you are to use this other spacing is working for this type of text, one that is on the top, and you have another one below it, in which they are in the same category. So if you have something this way now, if you have something like this spacing here, this one here won't work. It won't be showing, it won't reflect, but you can see that it's showing right now. Probably we have a space down this text. If I edit it, let me see. No, you don't have it. So that's just it. Can you see that it's adjusting now? So if you are to use it normally, if you have your text over each other, one at the top, one at the lower part, so you can come to this spacing, click on it. Now if you adjust it now, and you see that the for you is distancing itself from the other ones, and you can see it's coming back. So you can use it to adjust your spacing. Coming to stroke, it's just stroke, the way it sounds, add stroke to your text. So if you click on it, can you see that black stroke? You can change the color. Can you see? So you can increase the length of the stroke the way you want it. So that's just all about the stroke. And if you don't want the stroke again, you can just close this enable here, just close it, and that's all. So move on. We have shadow. If you enable the shadow, you click on enable, you can change the color of your shadow as well. So you can see that these tools are just repeating each other from one place to another. So once you get there, you'll be able to edit the panel and change the color. Okay, the text is having opacity and blur, if the way you want your shadow to have blur. Or you can, and if you click on it, if you try to drag this X now, can you see that the shadows are moving out of the text? And if you do this Y, it's going up and down. So Y and X is working for, Y is working for up and down, and while X is working for right and left. So you just have to adjust it. This. That's just it. And I don't want it again, so I just close it and move on. By the time you get to start using this app over and over again, you get to know all these things very well. But this is just going through it very, very fast. And I hope I'm going fast the way I'm doing it this way. So here you have inner shadow. You can use it to add inner shadow to your text. This comes in handy in different cases. So the case will just have to present itself for you to use it, or probably you just feel like using it. So can you see it also has the X and Y in it as well, which also have their own functions, but I don't need it, I worth it. And this emboss give it a 3D effect. It will give it a 3D effect. So now this is one of the most common problem that Pixellab normally has. Now when I on the emboss, can you see that the text splitted until I increase the sizes? until I increase the size to this actual part that I want it now, and now it's giving the 3D form. Now if I close it, can you see that it's now flat? If I on it now, it's now giving it a 3D form.